I may look a little weird right now because I usually wear glasses, but it's me. Just wanted to do a video and chat, kind of talk about what's in my mind. I think a lot of what I've been doing this past few years with being online and talking to y'all with chat, playing games has helped me become way more open and I think a much friendlier person. I feel I've been isolated for such a long time. And just want to thank y'all first and foremost for those of y'all that come into my Twitch chat, my YouTube chat, wherever y'all at, TikTok, and saying what up, hanging out with me. It wouldn't be something I would do like 10 years ago for myself. That'd be something way out of my comfort zone. And we just even hitting go live right here, go now, and was a little bit of a struggle to build up that courage and be like, hey, so right now I'm telling myself, look at the camera, do these things. And the reason why I'm talking about these things is because I'm noticing and hearing that this whole content creation and online space for a lot of my fellow millennials is either something that comes on early and easily, or for what I'm realizing many of us takes a little bit to get the hang of. And I'm kind of understanding why and seeing how our group specifically is in that weird gap of listening to our older generations of get a 9 to 5, go get a job, get a degree, these traditional workforce methodologies and mindsets, right? But then you go on your apps and you're seeing this younger generation flawlessly making tens, even millions of dollars, just doing what they love to do, posting videos and just being really free. You know what I'm saying? And I'm currently kind of seeing firsthand by going through this education track later in my life as a 34-year-old and seeing the comparison of what this online space can do for you and the possibilities. And I'm noticing there's a problem. Even talking with a lot of my leadership and my current role, there seems to be a misunderstanding of what work to reward is. Whereas in the content game, it's almost unlimited. There's not a cap. There's this glass ceiling that you always hear of, right? And I feel like a little bit maybe at this point I am hitting that. And that's because, yes, maybe I don't have a full bachelor's degree. That is something that I'm going for right now is AI machine learning. And I know that's going to be a 4-year track for me. That's what feels comfortable. And I already did a full 4 years for my associate's degree. I just walked this past spring. And so the next now goal is to really focus and earn that bachelor's, even if it isn't to be working at the most prestigious places. And I just want to earn it for myself. The ultimate goal is NVIDIA. So if you're watching this, y'all, just saying, give me 4 years. And I'm really excited about what I'm learning. For example, in this current class, I'm learning music theory. And as many of you know, I am working on my first single. And I keep talking about how I'm publishing it. And you always hear about, okay, yeah, you shouldn't talk about things that haven't happened. I like to tell you guys only in the sense of it helps me make sure that I'm also on the right track and keeps me accountable. And so what's been stopping my song, my first single, is a misunderstanding or not. I'm not fully comprehending music theory. And so I'm taking my time with this class, and this instructor is really open and cool. After do this video, my plan was to, so classes started just last week. So my plan was today to, after this video, hop on a study stream and email him if he's willing to check out my song during the semester. So we'll see how that goes. Some professional insight into what I'm working on, my music. And so I'm excited. This is going to be a really cool semester. Well, yeah, the other class is, what is the other class? Ethical computing. That's right. We've already gone through the first chapter. I'm ahead by a week, so it's kind of like I'm trying to be out of sight, out of mind until I focus it on the study. You know how that is, right? And so, excuse me. And so I think now is just really about less talking and more showing. I think I've done a lot of just tweeting and reposting and really ingesting, I guess, for myself, a lot of what these really successful and these really insightful individuals, these really creative people out there that I also watch and look up to. And it's about time. It's about time that I start showcasing. And Suga too. Suga and I both had a talk. She's actually going through and combining what she's been working off on the side outside of sugar cookies, and I'll let her showcase that and present that to y'all when she's ready, because it's been really cool. I love it. And it's really exciting because having both of us doing what we love to do, wow, something that we've just really, really talked about for a long time. And I feel like this moment, this time it's actually being put to action. There's going to be a lot to unpack and a lot to go through. And at least now we have this motivation, and really today just kind of hit a good drive. And I think as we go on, I'll tell more of that story and how that this progression to today and how to get here as well. I want to share all that with you. There's a lot of help with books, and there's many other books before these three, but these three books I'm reading right now have been helping me really progress and push myself to this point in content creation and music production. So, Can't Stop Thinking by Nancy Colier. I hope I said that right. I'm not finished with it quite yet. I'm right about here. So far, so good. Amazing book that's helped me already calm a lot of what is going through my mind and helping me the beginning part of this, from what I'm understanding so far, is how to separate me from my thoughts, to really understand that I am not my thoughts. If that sounds interesting, y'all got to pick this up. Can't Stop Thinking, Nancy Colier. The second book that I've been reading is The Millionaire Fastlane. There's a very interesting book on how I got this. DeMarco. I was actually working for this previous company that I moved out here for, and at the time the company had just got acquisitioned. So I was tasked to go out to a Georgia office to go ahead and shut that office down. And because there was already another Georgia office in very close proximity for that the acquisitioning company had, if that makes sense. The larger company that was buying out the startup that I was at they had their own building. And so they were just consolidating, or they were just moving everybody from the startup office into the other larger Georgia office. And so as I was closing that office down, this book was there. And so I kind of started it way back then. I haven't gotten as far as I have today. Very, very interesting book as far as teaching what the Millionaire Fastlane is, because there's 3 lanes to wealth. That's what I'm understanding. So just kind of get a little preview on that. I think I will do some reviews on these after I read them, kind of talk about what I've learned. And the third book that I've also just started reading, The Power of Now. This was mentioned in one of DeMarco's videos, his YouTube. Shout out to DeMarco for also helping me to get to this point, is being able to just take action right away. And there's many other videos that I've been watching from other inspirational and motivational teachers, I would call them. This isn't what this channel is going to be about. It's not just going to be a self-help I'll be talking about subjects here and there. It's not going to be solely, this is still a gaming channel for sure. This will also be a mix of my interests. So not just gaming. So there will also be gaming in this channel. It will also just be a mix of my other interests. That's what I want to say. There you go. And that's what I really want to make this about, is just talk about the things that I want to talk about. There's also so many cool games that I want to be able to play, and I will be playing those live again, y'all. I will. I've just been taking the time to really focus on other areas which I believed needed focus, and discovered in these past few weeks that maybe there is some other areas, such as y'all, that I can put more attention to. So you will be seeing more videos coming out. My goal is a daily basis. I may miss a few days here or there while we get this new spirit in a gear. So while we go through that, that's what I'm here for. And I'm excited. Looking forward to the future. Here's to moving forward out. Riddle mail. Oh, and I got Invisalign last week, so if I'm talking a little bit more funny than usual from my streams, that's why.